and that made me upset. Okay, hey guys, welcome back. What's up? How are you feeling? I hope you guys are all doing wonderful and fantastic. I feel like this glare is probably going to bother me the whole time I'm recording, so I really don't want to take off my glasses, but I may just have to. But anyway, past that point. So last summer I did this video. It was like how to get over a bad breakup, and it was titled like Bree Talks, and I wasn't able to continue to keep doing those type of videos last summer because I don't even know why I just never did another video, but I definitely wanted to bring it back on my channel for this summer because even though like I really do enjoy like doing hair and like beauty videos, I really want it to be on YouTube because I've been through a couple things in my life, and I just want to inspire people to just be better and to continue to keep going and to keep growing, and not just let anything kind of like stop them, because even though like it is really hard, like it's extremely hard. Okay, so today I just wanted to be sharing a video with you guys, but today I just wanted to share a video on why I transferred colleges. It had a lot to do with dealing with anxiety and depression and just not feeling good at all. This past year was my first year at the institution that I transferred to. So just kind of like just rewinding, I wound up going to a school called Fairleigh Dickinson University. It is in Jersey where I live, and I really wanted to go out of state, and I wanted like the out of state kind of experience. But because even though Jersey looks like really small on the map, Jersey's kind of like really big, and like I live at the bottom of New Jersey and the school that I went to was at the top of New Jersey, so it was like a good 2-3 hours away, especially with traffic. It could get a little like wild. So I went to visit the school, and I fell in love with it. Like it just looked beautiful. Like it's a beautiful campus, like don't get me wrong. It's just really expensive because it is a private institution, and I think like tuition when I was there was like $51,000, and I think now it's probably up to like $56,000 or $57,000, and that does play a part on kind of like why I transferred, because I felt like I could just get the same education from somewhere that was a tad bit cheaper, which I am, and it's pretty much like better. Although I don't regret transferring, I do wish that I kind of did it like sooner. But you know, I guess that wasn't what God's will for me was. So just kind of started out like my freshman year at the college I was originally at. Like it was okay. Like I would just say like it was like everybody's freshman year. I went through a lot, like, you know, like you meet friends, you get excited because you get to just experience colleges and like classes, and you're meeting new people and you're doing all this. So like it was okay. I did get, you know, that typical like freshman homesick. Like I remember calling my best friend and like crying because I wanted to come home. Like it was that bad. And I actually was thinking about transferring after my freshman year, but I didn't, because I felt like my sophomore year was just going to be 10 times better. I was rooming with this girl that like we were like best friends at the time. I was in a whole bunch of like different clubs, and like I was like on the e-board for them. Like I thought it was going to be like a poppin' year, and it was the complete opposite of that. Like to start out, what kind of played the part and like just becoming really horrible, when I was a freshman at school, like in college, that's when I got my first official boyfriend, and we like kind of like dated in the summer. But like when we were dating in the summer, like it was just awful. Like it was so bad that to the point where like when we got back to school, didn't really feel the same, and I was like, you know what, like I don't want to just be in this anymore. So we broke up. So I was still dealing with that because it kind of was like a little bit hurtful, like because, you know, I thought we were gonna be together forever, you know, just that minute childish stuff. So I was dealing with that, and I was going through like a couple like family issues, just to like not really like put it all out there, but I like primarily like just always lived with my dad, and my parents are not together. So like I was dealing with like a whole bunch of like drama and unnecessary nonsense from like my mom's side, and it was like kind of like taking a toll on me. And I just felt like I shouldn't have to deal with that like when I'm at school, because like school's enough. And you know, being a business major, I think I was still doing like my core classes, so I had like micro and like macroeconomics and accounting, just unnecessary things that were just like bothering me. My fall semester, it kind of like sucked a lot. And actually like in October, I think it was either before my birthday or like after my birthday, I started developing like these really weird chest pains. Yeah. And it was to the point where like I would like lay down and go to sleep, and I couldn't go to sleep because like my chest, like it was hurting so much. And then like it was just like everything I did, like nothing was working. And it went on for like 3 weeks, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go get checked out. So I went to the hospital, and I had like an EKG ran on me. I had all these tests ran on me, and literally the doctor was just like, there's really nothing wrong with you, like you have a healthy heart for your age, like we don't know what it is, we can't find anything that's wrong with you, but just like, you know, take it easy and take, you know, like I think he was telling me to take like Motrin or something like that, I don't remember. And then I was like looking into it more, because I was like, something has to be wrong, because I've never had chest pains like this, and like it's been going on for like 4 weeks now, and like no one can tell me anything. And pretty much they were like, I've talked to like the therapist that was at my school, and they were like, well, it could have been like anxiety, and you know, like you do have a lot of things that are going on right now, like maybe you just need to like relax. And she was right, because like I said, like being like really far away from like home, like I wasn't able to come home when I really wanted to. So not being able to come home, that like took a toll on me too, because like that made me sad, because I saw like all of my friends, like they kind of lived in the area, so they were going home to be with their families, and sometimes like for the weekends, like I couldn't go home. And sometimes like, you know, like when you're in college, like sometimes like even though like we don't like being home, but like sometimes we just like, I really just like want to go home and like just lay in my bed for like a day, because the school was so expensive, and I do school by myself. Financial aid was constantly sending me emails. It was so annoying. So like I was determined to make my spring semester better, and it just was a complete dub. Like it was so bad. Like I don't think I cried that, like I'm a crier, but I probably cried I'll probably like allot my spring semester my sophomore year. Like every night I probably cried myself to sleep. Like I just found myself in the shower crying. Like I was just so upset. Like I kind of like just hated my life. Like I hated where I was. Like I just didn't want anything to do with like anything. So when I got back to school for spring semester, after winter break was over, somehow like I got another boyfriend. The complete stupid idea on my part, but I thought it was going to be different. I thought it was going to be okay. I thought it was going to be good. No. So like we were together, and like literally like we were together for like 2 months, and then literally like in the remainder of the last 2 months that we were together, like he became like really mean. Like he was like disgustingly rude. I don't know, like I just thought I liked him so much, so like I just felt like I just wanted to be with him. But like I can't even just sit here and explain to you guys like what he used to do, because it was just like a numerous of things. Like and say that he couldn't come and to see me because like he didn't have any money, but he like went out to buy sneakers like earlier that day. Like it was just, and then on top of that, like he wouldn't talk to me for like days. So I was going through that, and then just sporadically the friend group that I was hanging out with, these girls that I thought were my friends, including the girl that I was living with, somehow, some way, like they just magically formed this picture and problem, and felt like I was being distant from them, because I was in a lot of clubs, and like this spring semester we did do a lot of things, and it was just kind of like I was everywhere. So like if I wasn't in class, then I was probably at a meeting, and if I wasn't in a meeting, then I was probably in the library trying to get some homework done, because being a business major is tough. Like no, like it was just really like really hard, and it sucked that like I couldn't even like really come back to my room and like just chill out and relax, and then I had to deal with like girls that were just kind of like catty for no reason. So we just all kind of stopped becoming friends because they felt like I should have said something to them at this one event, and it was a mess. Like that could be a story time in itself, but I'm not gonna flood this video with all that. So, and then after that, like just on my part, I did apologize, and like they were just acting like beyond fake. Like they were going places and claiming that they told me, but no one told me. So dealing with another breakup, still like school, like while I'm in school, like mind you, like why I'm constantly going through tests and midterms and finals, and then I'm having these girls who I thought were my close friends, like they're randomly sporadic, like they're just creating drama in our friend group, and instead of it affecting anyone, it's affecting me because it was like 3 against 1 because there was 4 of us. So I think after like that, I was just like completely done. I couldn't do it. I'm like, this isn't healthy. I felt my chest pains were coming back. I thought like I was done with them. I didn't want to be at school. I didn't want to be like kind of like anywhere at that time. But like that was just God's way of telling me that like you need a new state of mind. You need to be in another like setting. You need to get your mind like out of that place because it's not good for you at all. Like you need to go. Like I felt like God was really telling me like you need to go. So that's pretty much like why I transferred. It was really hard for me. Like I was dealing with like a lot, and like it sucked a lot. Like my sophomore year was like really bad. It still makes me sad because like those girls that I'm not friends with anymore, like I really thought they were my friends. Like I really thought like my ex, like he was like really like the one for me, and then like randomly like he just became like rude, and it's a lot. And like it may not seem like a lot to someone like who just may be watching this video unless like you've went through something in school, but like it becomes a lot because you're dealing with all this unnecessary nonsense while all the while that you have to study, and you're making note cards, and you're trying to get a 4.0, or you're just trying to get a 3.5, or honestly you're just trying to get a 2.5 to not get on academic probation. Like, can I have a witness? Like, hello, like, you know, like college is hard, and like when you got financial aid in your inbox like every week telling you that you need to pay for something, like that's also something that's just like bruh. Just to kind of wrap up this video, if you're in a place, whether it's a relationship or whether it's a school, whether it's a job, and you just feel like you don't have to deal with this, or you shouldn't deal with this, or you're feeling some type of way because like this isn't like cool, like then you can go. Like don't force yourself to stay somewhere where you're not supposed to. Like even if you're not a Christian like I am, and like maybe you don't like talk to God like I was talking to God, but like sometimes like you know, like your gut feeling is telling you to go. Like don't stay here, don't stay in this place, go. Like it's okay to go, find somewhere else new, because maybe that new person, that new job, that new school will take you to levels that and open doors for you that you didn't even think could be open. After my sophomore year, I became a really big advocate for mental awareness, and just making sure that you're okay 100% of the time, because regardless of how many friends you have, regardless of anybody who's in your corner, at the end of the day, you're always going to have yourself, period. Like you always will have yourself, and you need to make sure you're good before anybody else is good. Hope you guys get a little bit inspired from this video. I hope you guys take a little bit of something from this video. I hope it's not too long after I'm done editing, and I'll see y'all in part 2.